Hello everyone. The Victorian era was a time when Britain experienced dramatic changes due to the Industrial Revolution, and Britain was at its most prosperous. Naturally, these changes affected children. Today, I will explain the lives of children in the Victorian era. The Victorian era was a time when children were given the spotlight. In 1870, Elementary Education Act was enacted, making education compulsory for all children between the ages of 5 to 13 in England and Wales. Tuition was not free, which was a burden for the working class. Society began to produce entertainment and books to entertain children, as well as clothes specially designed to suit children's bodies and goals. It was also a time when children's literature flourished, producing masterpieces such as Carroll's Alice in Wonderland and Burnet's The Little Princess. The Victorian classes can be divided into three groups: upper class, middle class, and working class. In upper and middle class homes, it was not the mother who brought up the children, but rather the nurse. In wealthy households, where socializing was central, so mothers and children spent about 1 hour together each day. Having a nurse or a governess was a status symbol. Children's books originated in the mid-18th century and reached their golden age during the Victorian era. John Newbery was the first to publish a book for children and open a bookstore. The first children's book was The Little Pretty Pocket Book, which he planned and published, and Newbery delighted children with various ideas, such as selling books with a free gift. The Newbery Medal is currently an annual award given to children's books. This award is named after him. Toys for children also began to be made. In middle-class families, wooden houses were very popular toys for boys, and dolls' houses were very popular for girls. Dolls' houses originally started in the 16th century in the Netherlands as toys for adults to enjoy. In the 19th century, dolls' houses began to be made for children. Mary Norton's The Borrowers is the original work that inspired the film. The Secret Word of Ariete and the doll's house scene in the book is very impressive. On the other hand, some children worked just like adults. There was strong resistance to Elementary Education Act from parents who depended on their children's income. And it is said that children from poor families only attended school between work, and many dropped out halfway through. Children as early as 5 years old and at the latest 7 to 9 years old went to work, and these young children were made to work long hours in factories, coal mines, and towns. In the mid-19th century, legal reforms banned children under 10 years old from working. But it is true that before that, there were children who lost their lives in dangerous chimney sweeps and coal mines, and children who had miserable childhood. The Victorian literary giant who depicted these miserable children's lives was Charles Dickens. Oliver Twist is a masterpiece by Dickens that portrays the life of the orphan Oliver, detailing his journey to becoming a fine young man despite numerous hardships. Thank you for watching. Next is Alice in Wonderland, created by a mathematician. See you there.